Tell me what is DBT, anyone? Say
Database
Say
tool.
data build tool. So it's not a database, it's a data build tool mainly for data transformation framework. Okay, so these are basics are important. Okay, see, it's a data transformation framework. It's a data build tool mainly for data transformation framework. Okay, so simple thing what say it is. So definition I'm saying it is used to, okay, it is used to transform the data that has been already loaded, okay, already loaded in the respective data platform. So this is the definition. So see what happened one more time. So DBT is a data build tool. It is mainly for data transformation framework or data transformation tool. It is used to transform the data that has been already loaded in the respective data platform. Here data platform in the sense like, tell me what data platforms, anyone, any area? Data platforms in the sense like what, anyone?
Snowflake.
It can be Snowflake or it can be Amazon. Tell me what is Amazon cloud data warehouse we're having? Cloud warehouse. We're having Amazon. Redshift is there. So Redshift is. Okay, same thing. What about Google's? Google we are having what?
BigQuery.
BigQuery is so BigQuery is so BigQuery is so BigQuery. Okay, same thing. Okay, in a similar fashion, Microsoft. What we are having? Microsoft. We are having. What you're having? Synapse is there. So Synapse. So what happened? No, it is used. So DBT can be connected to Snowflake, Redshift, BigQuery, or Synapse. It is used to transform the data that has been already loaded by the ELT tools. Now, before that, you should understand some ETL tools, ETL or ELT. Tell me the definition for ETL. ETL. It's a extract, transform, and load. Now, what exactly see? So before loading, we are transforming what we are. So the transformed data will be available where? Available in the data warehouse. So data warehouse. Okay. What about ELT operation for ELT? Tell me what is operation for ELT?
Extract, load, and transform.
Extract, load, and transform. Now see what happened here. What exactly see here? We are simply loading the raw data into the data warehouse. Got the point? See here. Functionality is that what ETL or ELT is nothing but say extraction, transformation, and loading. The transform data will be loaded in the data warehouse. Whereas here what simply extracting and loading in the respective data warehouse. Now what happened now? By seeing this one, tell me DBT is an ETL tool or ELT tool? Any idea, anyone?
It's neither ETL nor ELT. It's transformation.
Yeah.
Okay, see, so DBT is not an ETL tool or ELT tool. It's mostly focused on which part? Mostly focused on the transformation part. So one more time. So this is important. One second. Okay, see what happened. So see, so DBT is not an ETL tool, not an ELT tool. It's mostly focused on the transformation part. So this is important. If anybody has no, it's not an ETL tool or ELT tool. Now, before that, tell me what the ETL tools we're having in the market. ETL tools we're having in the market.
AWS Glue. Informatica
is there. Informatica. Cloud version.
Talent.
Data stage.
So so Talent, Data Stage, Ab initio. Then
Azure Data Factory.
ADF,
SSIS.
Microsoft Azure. Okay, SSIS. Then what about AWS? Glue is so Glue. So these are the some ETL tools are there. So same thing. What about ELT tools? What are ELT tools are having?
Matillion.
Okay, Matillion. Then
DBT.
ELT simply Okay, then so see which one?
DBT.
So DBT not ETL tool. Okay, say only
Have a data.
transmission.
ELT tool.
Have data is there. HVR tool is there. Then Fivetran
Apache
is there.
Airflow.
Stitch is there. So okay, Stitch is Airflow is scheduling. Okay, see. So see, Havo generally what Stitch, Fivetran, okay, are Airbyte. Okay, so generally what happened in the market, Fivetran and Stitch and Airbyte these are using regular. Okay, see. So what happened? Remember, right now every companies are following ETL approach or ELT approach. Anybody? Which one is effective? Which one is cost reducing thing? ELT or ETL or ELT approach right now? ELT approach is the cost effective one, because we are simply loading our data, raw data into the respective data warehouse, and what are the transformations we can able to the raw data. Right now, every companies are following ELT approach. That is extraction. These are called as data loaders. Simply these are data load. So taking the data from cloud or on premises and loading into respective data warehouse with the help of ELT tools. It can be Havo data, HER, Fivetran, Stitch. So these are the ELT tools. So simply one more time, DBT is a data build tool mainly for data transformation framework. So definition is that what it uses to transform the data that has been already loaded by data loaders. Loaders are ELT. Okay, loaders are ELT tools. That's what the functional. Okay. Now what happened? Now see, this is fine. Now this is not an ETL or ELT tool. It's mostly focused on the transformation part. Now see. Now what happened? Now see, raw data. Now it will take the raw data. DBT will convert into the transformed data. So it's the functionality. Take the raw data, DBT, and to transform it. So before that, let me understand what is Snowflake. Anyone tell me what is Snowflake? What is Snowflake? Anyone?
Cloud-based data warehousing
Cloud-based
solution.
data. It is mainly for analytics.
It's a cloud-based data
Data
warehouse,
warehouse.
mainly for data storage, data processing, and data
Data
analysis.
analysis.
It's an analytical solution. So generally what happened in Snowflake, we use as data migration project. Tell me what exactly data migration project it means, what it will do with data migration project. Anyone? What exactly data
Migrating
migration?
data from one source to another. This Snowflake.
So migrating the data from
Transfer the data from one source to Snowflake.
one source to Snowflake. What exactly we're trying to migrate? The tables, the views, the functions, and the procedures. So procedures. So see, simple thing I'm trying to make one more time. Okay, see, so tables, so views, functions, and procedures we are trying to migrate. Same thing now we'll try to involve like when DBT come into picture in the Snowflake data warehouse. Now what happens? Suppose see, I'm having client is there. Client is asking to move their Oracle data into Snowflake because of cost cutting, because of performance, or because of huge volumes. Okay, see, now the company wants to move their historical data and the current data into Snowflake. Now suppose see, I assume like Oracle is my database. Now what happened? Now I want to bring the data into Snowflake. Now tell me who will come into picture? Which guy come into picture? Directly we can move data. Which guy will come into picture?
ETL or ELT.
Okay, ELT tool. Suppose like we are following ELT tool approach. Assume like in my current company, I'm using Fivetran as the ELT tool. Okay, got the point. As if I now tell me what happened. This is huge volumes of data. They'll put in some data lake. So data lake. What data lake we're having? It can be AWS S3, Azure, ADLS. Okay, and okay, GCP, Google Cloud Storage. So see, Snowflake supports multi clouds. Okay, see, simple thing. Assume like 1 second. Okay, this flow is important. Understand a little bit clear. So Oracle database is there. Oracle database with the help of Fivetran tool, we are trying to dump our data into AWS S3. From there, tell me, from there, I want to load into Snowflake. Tell me what now, which console will come into picture to load into Snowflake?
Copy into.
Okay, see.
The stage.
Tell me. Tell
Copy
me.
into option and Snowflake.
Okay, see, so from S3, I want to dump the data into Snowflake by using what concept we're having? Copy into command, Snowflake, and
External table.
external table.
External
So remember, if you want to learn DBT, SQL and Snowflake concept should be perfect. You see, copy into command, Snowpipe and external table. So by using three things, we are trying to load our data into Snowflake. Here, what happened here? One important concept is that see the raw data. See, raw data we are trying to dump as it is the same data. In this, what happened? We should create what? We should create the transient tables here. So tell me why I should create transient tables. Anyone reason?
There is no fail safe and data retention time is also 1 day.
So one day time travel. Okay. So remember, this is today's demo. Like if you're not able to understand, don't worry. It's like high level. I'm trying to get. See, so see no fail safe and one day time travel is. See from Oracle database, Fivetran tool, we are dumping into transient database or transient schema, transient table, so that what to avoid the storage cache. Now what happened now? Here tell me now with the help of ELT, we are just loading only the raw data. Now see. Now what happened? Oracle one more time. So this is important flow. Oracle. So Fivetran with the help of AWS S3. Now loading to Snowflake. Now what type of data? It's a raw data. Not I want the transformations. Tell me who will come into picture. The transformation first transformation. Which guy will come into picture?
DBT.
DBT.
So DBT. So DBT. So DBT will come into picture. So got the point. See DBT. So what's the purpose of DBT? So definition what we discussed. So see, it is used to transform the data that has been already loaded with respect to data platform. See, with the help of data loaders, the data has been already loaded in the data warehouse. Just what we should do? We should take the data and do the transformation. So see, transform data will be available. So with the help of DBT. So see, it is taking the raw data and doing the transformation and the same thing. Okay, that's what the functionality. Got the point? So this is the functionality. Oracle database to transform data. Now tell me this transform data.
I have one question here.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So the DBT is basically used for the transforming the data. But we have we use that Snowflake as this one. Snow Python is also used to the transform data. If I move data into Azure, then Azure Databricks is there to transform the data. So then what is the real purpose of the DB to come into picture here?
I'll tell, don't worry. At the end of the session, you get on. Okay. So we're in the middle now, I'll try. Don't worry. So once you complete, I'll try to explain the features. You'll get on. Okay. So now see what happened. Okay, see Oracle. So transform data. Tell me this transform data, who will consume ultimate? I'll explain, don't worry. Who will consume this transform data? Tell me.
Business team.
So business team. So business, how they consume by using business intelligence team. That is reporting purpose. What about suppose I want to feed this data to a machine learning data science. Now, how can you do by using what concept? By using data unloading concept. Same thing. So same thing. Data unloading concept is the same thing. So securities are there. Securities, what happened? I want to consume the securities to whom? To the data sharing purpose. So see, remember, whatever the data we consume, that with the help of DBT, we are trying to perform the transformation. This transformation will be done, the transform data will be consumed by, so reporting people, that is Power BI, Tableau guys. They try to build a dashboard. Or for AI people, machine learning, we are going for data unloading concept. Our securities will go for data sharing concept. I'll try to explain your question. Okay, see now what happened. So simple, understand the data transformation framework. Let me show you the PPT. You'll get some little bit clarity on this particular topic. Okay. This is a data build tool. So what's the purpose of this? It's a data build tool used for a data transformation. Okay, not an ETL tool or ELT tool. Mostly focus on which part? Mostly focus on the transformation part. Taking the raw data with the help of DBT, doing a transform data. So this is the general definition. You can say take the raw data, do the DBT, and we can go the transform data. Now same thing in a similar fashion. See, so see with the help of DBT, we can able the development. So development we can able to do same thing. Testing. See what happened in DBT. In DBT, we are having the concept of test concepts are there. So singular test and generic test. So generic test. So generic test is nothing but what we're having concept like. So I want to check unique functionality, not null functionality, some accepted values. Okay, accepted values. Same thing now. What happened? It's a relationship. So see, so there are some pre-built-in tests are there. With the help of pre-built-in test, we can able to our testing. Suppose tell me I'm having one table is there. One table. In this one table, I want to find nulls are there or not in one column. Tell me how to find. Tell me. So suppose like point is that what in my table, employee table, in the employee ID, okay, employee ID, I want to find whether nulls are there or not. How can you find? Tell me nulls are there or not. In simple thing, query. Anybody tell me query? Normal SQL query.
Select star from employee.
Select star from. Select star from
Table.
table. Okay.
Where
EMP table.
Where EMP ID is
Null.
no.
EMP ID is
Null.
null. Yes. So null. So this is one functionality. Same thing. Now I want to find duplicates records are there or not. Tell me how to find duplicate records are there or not in the employee table. Anybody how to get?
Select
How to get?
employee
Group by
Group
or
by.
distinct.
Distinct function.
So select
of
employee ID, count of
Distinct
staff,
Count.
count of staff
from
from
employee.
EMP table. So group
Group by
by
EMP ID.
EMP.
group by
Count
employee
of
ID.
star greater than
Having
1.
count of
Having-
staff greater than 1.
Okay, see having count
Count
of
of
staff
Greater
Staff.
than 1.
greater than 1. So now what happened? We should write this logic. But what happened? So this logic we should write in normally in the Snowflake or any data warehouse, anything like Database. Now what happened in DBT? We're having the concept of YML concept. Is there we should put simply unique constraint, not null constraint. Like this, simply we can able to put. So what the point? Instead of writing this lengthy code, what happened? Simply we can put one keyword unique so that we can able to find unique records are there or not. If you put not null, we can able to get. See, instead of writing this complicated logic, I can simply use the functionality unique constraint not null. So this is one use case. So in DBT, so simply we'll put the configuration like YML files are there. In the YML files, I can able to define unique constraint, not null constraint, this acceptable. Don't write this much logic. So the one use case. Same thing. Next point is that what deployment. What is deployment? Tell me what is deployment? What is deployment? Anyone?
Code repository.
Tell me deployment is nothing but what? Not repository.
Moving code from
Moving
one
that
environment to
project from one
In
environment
the,
to another one.
Code implementation.
environment.
Okay, see, so 1 second. Okay, I'll try to explain. So deployment is nothing but what? Moving the code from one instance to other instance or one environment to okay, see, moving the code from one instance to other instance or one environment to other environment. So before that, tell me in database, Snowflake database, anyways, what the environment will have generally, what type of environment will have?
Development. Testing.
So development, so testing, then
UAT.
UAT, so then prod is there. So now what happened now? We'll do everything where in the development instance. Now what happened? We want to move our code to prod. So generally we are having so much of modules, so it's not possible manually. Now how can you do with the help of CI/CD pipeline? So CI/CD pipeline. So you see, it's a continuous integration and continuous deployment. So see what happens. So one more time. So with the help of DBT, we can able to easily perform CI/CD pipeline. So this is one more. So one advantage that what I'll try to explain. So DBT, we can able to the development, we can able to do. Next one is that testing. So testing, we can have one more thing advantage is what? Deployment. We can able to move our code from one instance to other instance easily with the help of this DBT functionality. Same thing, one more is that documentation. So generally what happened in DBT, we can able to use one keyword DBT doc generate. The generate will get, the documentation will get automatically generated. So this is the functionality. One more time. So see, coding we can able to do, testing, deployment, documentation, and data lineage. What is data lineage? Anybody tell me? Data lineage.
Dependency relation.
So data lineage is nothing but what's a dependency between multiple database objects. Okay, see database objects. See what happened in DBT. There is no need to go for other tool like ER tool. So with the help of DBT, we can able to establish the relationship between multiple tables with the help of data lineage concept. See, so with the help of DBT, I can able to the development part, the testing part, deployment part, documentation part, data lineage part. Tell me, somebody is asking like what, why now we are getting a little bit getting a. So see, the help of this, all these advantages, DBT came into picture. So to rectify all these use cases, got the point? Huh? So you can do the testing, deployment activities, documentation, and the data lineage. See one more time. So easy testing is the reusability code. Remember in Snowflake, if I want to, okay, reuse the functionality. Tell me how can I use the functionality in Snowflake by using what concept? We're having the concept
Using
of what?
functions and store procedures.
We're having the concept of functions and stored procedures. So UDF's concept. Same thing what happened in DBT also, we can able to develop the reusability code with the help of this macros and JINJA templates. Okay, see one more time. In DBT, we can able to write our reusable code with the help of macros concept. It's a reusability functionality, same as UDFs and procedures. Got the point? I'll try to explain one more time. And the CI/CD integration is there. Data lineage, documentation. Got the point? See, testing is available. Reusability code, CI/CD integration, data lineage, data documentation. So these are the advantages of DBT. That's why DBT came into picture. Yes, tell me. We'll hold for some questions. Any questions? Yes, ask your questions. So because of this advantage, like you got the point. So see, because of this, all these advantages, so DBT come into picture. That's what the main thing. Okay, testing is possible. So data quality, ultimately what the transform data, so raw data, we should do the data quality. How can data quality with the help of this testing concept is there? So reusability functionality is there, integration functionality is there, lineage is there, documentation. Because of all these concepts, no, DBT come little bit advantage. That's what the point. Okay. Yes, endorse anyone? Endorse anyone? So far. So see, remember, if you want to learn DBT, what happened? We should have basic understanding of SQL statement, select statement, and with class, and a Snowflake data warehouse, and a table types. Tell me in Snowflake, what are the table types we're having important in Snowflake?
Permanent table, temporary table, and
Internal table
transient.
and external tables.
Permanent table, transient table, and a temporary table. So see what happened. So in okay, see in Snowflake we use generally these things. Okay, permanent table and a transient in this DBT. Okay, same thing. What about views? Tell me what the views we're having.
Normal
Normal
views, secure views,
secure view,
materialized views.
materialized view, secure materialized view.
Normal views. Okay, see 1 second. Normal views, so materialized views, and
secure views.
normal views, materialized views, secure views. Okay, secure views. Tell me normal views when we'll use. You should know when we will go for normal views functionality. Tell me when we'll go for normal views.
When we are joining the multiple tables and
No. Normal views will be consumed by which guys? Generally,
Reporting team.
Power BI guys, reporting team. What about materialized? We'll go for materialized views generally.
Pre-computed.
when data is
Then-
not changing.
Now, when you want performance purpose, we'll go for this. Okay, same. What about secure views? Yes.
For data sharing.
It does
So
not
far-
share the logic inside the
Okay. Okay, so those who want to say, make use of earphones. Okay, please. Okay, see, secure views for what? So for data sharing purpose. Okay, point is that what you should know, which type of table will you use for what? Tell me permanent table when will you use case, anyone?
When we need data permanently, I mean,
Okay, so when data
In
required
the production,
permanently, permanent. Okay, what about transient table? When you go for transient table,
for staging data.
preparation.
for staging
Raw
area,
raw
or
data.
landing. Okay, so landing. Okay, so this is the functionality. What about temporary tables? Generally, we'll go for temporary tables functionality.
For testing purpose.
Temporary purpose.
Page.
Harsha, make use of earphones. Okay. So see what happened for generally what happened temporary for what testing purpose. Okay, if I want to testing anything, what happened? We'll create we'll flow on the temporary table and we'll make use of this temporary table concept. So you should know, remember. So what exactly if you want to know? SQL concept should be learned. So simple select statement and with the class should be used generally here. Okay, with the CT is concept. Okay. So with the CT. What about Snowflake? In the Snowflake, makes of table types, permanent table, transient table, temporary tables, and external tables. We'll use the functionality. Same thing. What about we should understanding normal views, secure views, metallized. So this have we should have. So we'll see in detail explanation, but as of now, just I'm giving highlighting. Okay, so we should have functional understanding of all these things. Then only it's a easy. Snowflake with data warehouse, basic SQL statement, table types, and the same thing. And remember in DBT, everything like a models will be there. Models. Okay, see DBT models. So simple thing. See what happened. DBT models are nothing but same SQL statement that contains the transformation logic. Remember, simple DBT model, but say contains what SQL statements only will be available. SQL statements. Okay, simple select statements will be there. This simple select statements will be available here. This simple select statement, whenever run DBT run, what happen? No, respective database object will be created. I'll try to explain. So see what happened. So these are SQL statement. When I try to run DBT run, what happens? See, it can be permanent table or transient table. It can be okay, normal view or secure view. The logic, whatever the logic we implemented, whenever run, what happens? It can be permanent table or transient table. Okay, see normal views or secure views. I'll try to give simple use case. You'll get to know. 1 second, hold on. So these are important. Okay, see 1 second. 1 second. So we'll see in detail. Okay, from Monday onwards. Just I want to convey what exactly DBT will do. Okay. So like today, like just pass me, like don't worry. Okay, so this is the basic thing. Okay. Okay. So this is what, anybody tell me what is this thing? This is what?
DBT.
DBT cloud. Say cloud version. See now what happened. So see from DBT, I'm trying to current database, current schema. Okay, see what is the thing? So control enter. So see. One second, give me. So let me create one more account. So to create new account. So we'll see in detail the connection part in Monday session.
So Praveen, can you please provide us the course syllabus you're gonna cover?
Yeah, sure, sir. I'll try.
And the question someone asked, no, why DBT? Because Snowflake also we can do a lot of things, right? What
this
is the need? Yeah.
This one we discussed now. So these are discussion. Okay. So tell me in the Snowflake, can you do the unique test? No, we need to try separately all these things. Okay. So with the help of DBT, we can able to do all this thing. No? That's all the main purpose.
I think testing also we do in Snowflake, right?
No, testing.
So
No,
what
we need
exactly? Because I have
one
not.
second. One second. Hold on. Okay. See. Now see what happened. Okay. See here. We need to write this code. No. So we should write this much code. Instead of this much code, no, what happened? We can put this simply YML in the YML file. We can define this concept is there. So unique concept is there. Not null is there. Simply we can put. So this thing and what happened in DBT packages concept is there. In the packages concept, now what happened? We can able to reuse the functionality of already developed by packages are nothing but what already DBT developers are there. They developed some macros or models. With the help of macros or models, we can able to use the functionality. That's what the point. Okay, see, like, okay, see, once you complete all this topics, now we'll get to know So that's what now, like within, like I can't able to tell now within half an hour what is discussed. So if you complete all these sessions, no, then we get to know, like with the help of D can able to understand all the things. Okay. Tell me, suppose like if I want to do the documentation of any requirement, how can we do documentation? We should do manually. But what happened in DBT? We could simply use one keyword, that is DBT docs generate. It will get automatically, the document will get generated automatically. So that's what the point for the point. So 1 second, hold on. I can now see the same thing. So see, DBT can be connected to Snowflake, Postgre. So these are things. So as a learning, as a training part, we'll go for Snowflake. Snowflake.
So, Praveen, are you going to tell us like what are the things we are supposed to do in Snowflake and what needs to be done in DBT, right?
We'll help you, don't worry.
Okay. And DBT, do we have the best practices? Like what needs to be done, what we shouldn't be doing this and all?
Everything will be covered, don't worry.
Okay.
I think now we should put efforts. Okay, see, attending and going, there will be noise. Okay, we should put efforts, then we can able to get it done. Okay.
So can we say like DBT is a codeless tool? So you're saying like we don't need to write a complex queries.
Yeah,
Just
like,
one word.
like complicated code, we can able to reduce the complicated code. Less code we can put.
Less code, okay.
Okay, less code. Okay.
And we are saying like, I mean, when we are moving the raw data, so it supports unstructured data as well.
Unstructured, not semi-structured, structured data as well. So JSON, XML, we
Okay,
can able to
semi-structured. Okay,
semi-structured.
semi-structured.
So this connection part we'll discuss on Monday. Okay, so just I want to go.
Okay, Praveen. So when we connect to the Snowflake, Snowflake when we process any data from the Snowflake table, does the Snowflake get charges for that processing?
So here what happened? So while giving, we mentioned what Snowflake data warehouse. Okay, see what happened. So see, while giving the DBT connection, so while giving DBT connection, we mentioned what we mentioned Snowflake data warehouse. Okay, see, it will be charged. It will using this warehouse only. So see what happened. Let me go back here. Let me try go back, develop. 1 second. Give the value. Okay, see, start developing ID. Now, what your question is that what? See, 1 second. Let me help you. So tell me how to find the database. Select a current database. Okay, see, current database. Okay, current schema is there. So current schema. Okay, and what about the warehouse? Current, how to find the warehouse? Current warehouse. Okay, see, warehouse. Okay, see, warehouse. Control enter. Yeah. No DBT project. Okay, we need to initialize the project. So first step is to initialize the project. Okay, so try to control enter. Now see, it's pointing to what? So dev database. Which database? It's a dev. Which database? Snowflake dev database. Snowflake DBTPK. And what is compute WH? This is what? This is what? This is our
Warehouse.
Warehouse of what? Snowflake only. So whatever we do perform now, it will charges will be on compute W. That is Snowflake will be charging. Okay. I hope you understand the question. So answer is clear. So see, whatever performing now, what happens? Suppose if you do anything, what happened? It will be charged on which data warehouse? Compute warehouse. Now what happened? Now I want to convey like DBT model. What is DBT model? It says select statement whenever run any command, respective tables or respective views get automatically created. Let me go back here. So see, simple thing. I'll try to go here and I'll suppose like this data. I want to suppose like select simple thing. One ID. So Praveen name is there. Okay, see, I want, so this is what I say now. Models are nothing but a select statement. So save the same thing, Control S. So models, so put, so Praveen 123.scale. Okay, see, now we are trying to create simple model, create. Now what is saying, see, whenever run anything, now what happened? Respective tables or respective views, where it get created, tell me? Where in DBT, yeah?
Snowflake.
And
Snowflake.
respective database.
Okay, see, respective database. For understanding purpose, so dev DB, okay. So this is my schema. So set worksheet context, okay. How's the list of tables? Show tables like starting with percentage. Okay, see, as of now, anything or nothing. How to find views? Same thing. Copy the same
Show
value.
view.
Show views. Okay, see, show. See, show. See, nothing is there. Now what happened? Now go to DBT. How to run this command by using what? So by using so DBT run. We'll see in data hyphen m and the our name. What's our name? Praveen 123. See what happened. Now go back here. Now try to check. Now what happened? Now see here in the view has been created. Got the pointer? See, it will be there. Getting the points, huh? So whenever run, say simple, the select statement, whatever we're running, it will get automatically created a table. Will be created. Same thing. Suppose like I want to create one table. Now simply what happened? Underscore config. Put the same thing. Control S. Now try to run one more time. Now what object will be created now? Table will be
Table.
table will be created. So this is the functionality. Generally, what
By default, it will create view, right? If you are not
by
mentioning anything.
by default we create view. Okay. Now what happened? See the same thing. Now see now what happened? Transient table has been created. So see what happened. Normally, what we should do? Generally, what happened? We should do in Snowflake. We want to do. We need to create table name and insert some record. Instead of doing what happened, simply I'll put the select statement, run the command, and we can able to the flexibility. Got the point? See, suppose like I don't want table, I want view. Put view. Save the same thing. Now try to run. So this is the flexibilities are there. So within half an hour, I can't able to tell the use case. No, you should wait for 1 or 2 weeks. Then I'll get the function. Got the point?
But here we have not mentioned any table type, right? So transient table, how come it
by
created?
default function, the transient table will be created. So that's a function.
Okay, every time it
So
creates
Praveen,
transient.
one second. So now in Snowflake, for example, I'm doing some sales project, right? So
No, 1 second. So like it's a demo kind of thing. Okay, when thing no, okay. So like we
no,
don't
wait,
dive.
my question is basic, right? So
mm.
I have suppose one table like sales order, right? One table is there. So when we start the project, we have to define the table in Snowflake first, or we have to start from the DBT only.
No. See what
because
happened
in
first. First what
Yeah.
happened? So data should come into Snowflake now, the raw data, because no DBT cannot able to do anything. No, so they want to access the tables which are already loaded in the data warehouse. So see, first table should be there.
One second. Okay, so now first for example, I have a project. Now I'm just starting the project. The first thing I have to define my tables in Snowflake with the data, means data has to be there and the table has to be there, right? In Snowflake. After
yeah.
that, we go to DBT.
First
Okay.
Snowflake. So in the Snowflake table should be there. Then what happened with the help of DBT, we're having the concept of sources.yml concept is there. With the help of source function, I can able to call respective database objects we can able to call. So
Okay.
sources.yml.
For example, I have the sales order table in Snowflake with the data. So you're saying like then we go to DBT. So we will be doing transformation of the data of sales order only, right? Then where the transient table comes in the picture? How it works? So maybe
see
you
what
can show us later. I'm not asking. So these kind of in the beginning you give us the idea, because this is the basic thing, right? We are not aware of it. So that's
see
what
what
I'm
happened.
saying.
So generally, you know, transient table, when you use the transient table, you have an idea what exactly transient table will do.
Yeah.
No, I'm
but
asking.
how the flow?
No, I'm asking, you know, transient table, when what exactly use case of transient table?
Yes, we use for the temporary purpose, right?
What is the temporary purpose? When you use the temporary purpose, what exactly the use case?
But there might be multiple, right?
Tell me one use case. What you know. That's all.
Maybe. Sorry, it's
That's
not
one.
coming
So,
on.
so see what that's
Yeah.
for now. What happened? So that's for no prerequisite is nothing but what is your understanding of these things. Okay, because no, if you don't know, like it's not able because no, you should have understanding. Okay,
Yeah,
see,
yeah.
this is what prerequisite. So this is your job to learn when you go for transient table and go for permanent table. We'll give you a high level understanding of when you'll go for the use case for the point.
Yeah.
So we'll try to expand. Don't worry. We'll give complete picture of all this stuff. See? So generally transient tables are nothing but what in the landing zone or the staging area, we don't want the data physically stored. Physical in the sense like what the time travel will be. Suppose let's see what happen if I create permanent table. If I do any DMS operation, what happen? The unnecessary 7 days, the fail-safe concept will come into picture. To avoid the fail-safe concept, no, generally we'll go for transient tables will come into picture. So when you go for permanent table in the sense like what at the last layer, so in the gold layer or the curation layer, no, at the last layer, we want to have this data permanently. So that what I want to track that, okay, time travel for 90 days or 60 days. And if you anything, no, I can go for fail-safe concept. So that's what the functionality. See, from the Snowflake, it will go to the raw layers. In the raw layers, raw layers, what happened? Tell me raw layers will go for what? Will go for transient tables. In the intermediate like stage layer also will go for this transient table. At the final layer, now what happened? So permanent table will be created. On the permanent table, go for use concept. Because now what happened? This data we don't want, okay, see to store for longer time. Okay, what we want ultimately use will be built on permanent table. When we go for permanent table, because these transformation intermediate tables, we don't want bother. The only the final layers will be there. Okay, this all things will be discussed in the project flow. I'll try to explain the project flow at point of time. Okay. Oh, this class, the same thing. Come to our topic. We'll see the same thing close for today. Now see. Okay, see the same thing. This is important. Project flow. This is very, very important. My data is in source systems. It can be OLTP systems, CSV files, Excel files, JSON files. So see what happened from Oracle database is there. From this, what happened? SAP. And see, our data will be there in different source systems. The company wants to move their data to Snowflake because of what? So because of cost cutting, performance or anything. Now what happened now? Which guys will come into picture? See, we will go for ELT tool. Assume like in my current project, I'm using Fivetran tool. Stitch is there. See what happened from here? We are dumping our data to S3. From here, what happened? We want to bring our data to Snowflake. In the Snowflake, now tell me now what type of table we created? Anybody? Any guess? What type of
Transient table.
So transient table. Why? Because this is so this if we want now we can able to bring the data one more time. Now what happened? We don't want this data. That's why what? So see, we'll go for transient table. Now how to create this? Now what are the steps we're having? We are go for copy statement, Snowpipe, or external table. So from here we are getting a raw data. When raw data is there, what happened? Who will come in picture? The DBT, data build tool will come into picture. So data build tool is nothing but what? It is to take the data that has been already loaded in the respective data warehouse. DBT will connect and it to the transmission and again load into where? In the DBT, where it load? Load in the, again load in the in the Snowflake only. So remember, DBT is using the databases of database objects of Snowflake, the compute warehouse of Snowflake. This is only for the transmission part will be done with the help of DBT. The resources it will be used by Snowflake resource only it will consume. With the help of DBT, what happens? We can go for development, testing, deployment, documentation. So these are so with the help of DBT, what happened? I can able to the development part, testing part, deployment part, documentation part. So data. So because of all these features, no, right now DBT will come into picture. That's all the point. Okay. Now this transform data will consume. Tell me this transform data.
BI guys,
reporting
visualization.
So reporting teams will be there. Okay, and AA people. AA people, what they want? They want tables, huh?
Files.
They want files, JSON files, XML files. So this also see simple thing. What happened from here to here? So DBT when you come to picture, the raw data is there. This raw data with the help of DBT, I am trying to do this all this transformation setup. So with the help of DBT, DBT is using the database objects like tables, views, and what happened, it's using this computer resource of Snowflake and the transform the respective tables, respective views, or respective secure views, respective transient tables. Okay, based on the config property, we can able to. This transform data ultimately consumed by the reporting people, the machine learning people, the AI people, and the data sharing concept. See, this flow, same thing. Are also Snowflake we can, but what happened with the help of DBT? These are the advantages we are getting. That's why what? So once we complete this sessions, now we'll get to know when we'll go for the testing concept, the deployment concept, documentation. This all the features are available. That's why these concepts are there. Okay, so with the help of DBT, so without DBT also you can do with the help of SQL, but what happened? The QKC we can able to write a list code for testing purpose. So you can easily integrate from one unit to other thing, the documentation part, the dependency part. These all things we are having in DBT. That's what the main features are there. Okay.